Hello everyone and welcome back to Torrents of the Spellhoarder on Elderbrain's channel, where we play with April, Joe and John and Tommy, whom I would like to ask to please present your characters briefly and let's continue playing.
Alright, well, hello again. I'm April. I'm playing Mayra Deepscar of the Azure Abyss. She is a Triton Paladin, Oath of the Open Sea.
It's such a title.
a long business card.
I love it. I love it. Hi, my name is Joe. I'll be playing Rax. He's a Wormslayer Ranger, basically.
Oh, hi, I'm John. I'm playing Ko, the Echo Knight, and usually I have a tagline, but I did come up with one this morning. Ooh.
That's your tagline?
Yeah, that's my tagline. If I didn't come up with a tagline.
Hey everyone, Tommy here. I'm playing Ferromalars, young bronze dragon ranger. Bit of a briny drops coalescing around his nostrils.
Needs that fresh sea air.
Alright. The island of Kiraku is fading into the morning mist behind you, and you're seaborne on the Flame Drake. Defeated the sea giants, who were, for some reason, they were like very natural reasons. They were trying to they attacked the ship and try to find some resources there for themselves. Well, they're gone, and the ship is on open sea very soon, or actually now, but you can still see the island on the horizon. You were just about to look around. I mean, you haven't left for hours. It wasn't that long since you're seaborne, but you haven't even checked the ship, and probably there's a good reason for that, because you found a dead sea elf which kept you occupied. This is a deep sea elf, actually, and you found some curious items next to him. His lance. You don't know where his steed is, where his mount is, but and of course he has these gaping, crushed wounds. So I mean, his armor is obviously crushed, and his body is crushed pierced by the trident. So the great spears. So let me get into view here. So the great spears of the sea giants, and he had this piece of black crystal on him with some markings that you can see here on the screen, and some writing around it. Writing on it around a hole, basically, which says the gullet. And I mean, not the hole says the gullet. The writing says the gullet, which you translated with your component language's spell. But obviously, and you have seen this before on the shell relic that you already have, that this is deep sea elvish writing, a mix of aquatic and elvish, very ancient language. You're standing there next to him.
He had a message as well, right?
He had the message, which I'm always forgetting. The message which said, the silent pearls will offer perfect refuge for Starhaven. Morgar will never find us there. Meet us at the northern tip of the upper necklace when you have located the fragment of Arvanshi's sigil. That's what it said. What do you guys do?
So we need to check the ship to see what we have, and plan a little bit, and I don't know about you all. I'm feeling stronger, and I like that. And having the ship makes me feel even stronger. This is good. I'll go down and check the food. And he smiles.
All right, let me guide you. So, okay. Well, you guide me actually. So you have your token there.
Oh yeah.
Whoever wants to join, please join. You have the body wrapped up.
Joe, we can't hear you.
Oh, of course, you have the unseen crew
Oh,
taking
so
care.
sorry. Looking over, as when Ko says, I'm going to go down and check the ship, Rax says, yeah, I'm going to go with you. And then take a look over at Mayra. You want to go, or are you going to stay up here with your kin?
I will stay here. And Mayra at this point is kneeling next to the CL.
Right. We'll get the captain quarters all cozied up for you.
I'll join you sniffing around.
Woohoo!
Right. Nice.
All right, so just a very, very brief note for Mera. You control the ship with the rod, basically, because the controls in the front where you're standing now, these are basically a steering wheel and some levers for the retractable grappling arm, underwater grappling arm, and the flame breathing magical head implement, figurehead, I'm sorry. But the rest of the ship is handled by the unseen crew, which you control through the rod of the unseen crew. And you don't need to concentrate fully on all of this. So you can say, okay, sails back, tie them up, tie the ropes tight, and just let us float with the wind very gently, and then you kneel down, pray, and whatever. Okay, guys, let me pull up the map of the Flame Drake. And let's go room by room. Roomba.
Do we start at the bottom, or there's 2 cabins as well?
Oh, let them do it.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Ko would be interested in knowing where the galleys are and fixing food and if they're sweets.
For the sake of simplicity, let's go from top to bottom, if you don't mind.
Sir. None at
Does
all.
Ko have the sweet tooth? Like a
Yeah.
I love the idea. It's the sweet toothed turtle.
Okay.
Yeah, he was definitely eating the mangoes pretty wild.
So let me start by explaining. Oh, I moved this. Let me start by explaining the top main deck. Okay, so if you can see my my markers, so this area, can you see my purple marker here?
Yeah.
This area, this middle area, this back area. Okay, and then you tell me, because this is you've already seen, so then you can decide where to go from there. Very simply, the control deck I have already told you. It's an elevated bow section of the ship holds the control panel for the frame drake. The controls are embedded behind the magical dragon figurehead and offer a clear line of sight above the dragon's head. So it's quite high, up high, The trapdoor lies open on the deck with a ladder leading to the captain's cabin below, which you might not be aware where it leads. Anyway, there's a ladder. Steep stairs lead to the ship's main deck, 15 feet below, and the panel has various buttons, levers, and gauges, all labeled in Draconic. So the middle section is the main deck, where you've been already. The center of the main deck features a metal grate and the forklift. However, the grate is ripped out of its hinges. The mortally wounded body of several individuals lie on the deck. Well, not anymore, because you threw them overboard, and also the giants' bodies. These are Centaurossian spell slaves, and there's the deep elf clad in armor made out of shells and bones. A small stair descends to the mess hall below. And then the stern deck in the back is steep stairs lead to the stern deck 15 feet above the main deck. 3 loaded ballistae are mounted on a semicircular line of rails at the vessel's stern. A large chest affixed to the deck contains 18 ballista bolts. So these ballistas are on a rail, so you can move them around, right? They are not stationary, but they can be moved around, which is feature. And now let's see where you guys go.
Well, look at all this. We're probably set up to take on an entire fleet. Very exciting.
Yeah, we'll have to practice, but not shoot. I don't know. It's been a while since I've shot a ballista.
Well, we're gonna have to eat something.
Yep.
Following you, boss.
So you went down where your tokens are into the.
Yes.
Okay. Let me check. This is the mess hall. 2 long tables and 20 chairs are scattered in the hall, along with dishes and tableware all strewn about. A large wooden trapdoor at the center of the room is shattered, however, the hinges that once held the trapdoor are still intact. The aperture, oh, these English words. The aperture and the small staircase on the starboard side both lead to the main hall. So, these are, these.
And then we can see down into the.
If you look through, yeah, we could, which is the shattered wooden thingy allows you to see through, and that's scroll fast in the book. There is the hold itself. The hold of the Flame Drake stores the mundane supplies of the ship, including barrels, which you're gonna check what's inside them, spare parts for repairs like chain links, nails, and armor plates. I would suppose wood and stuff like that. So for to repair the ship, resources to repair the ship. 2 workstations line the walls, one for woodwork and one for smithing. The tools for these stations are scattered about, but can be assembled to form complete sets of carpenters and smiths' tools. There's a 10-foot tall diving bell in the middle of the hall. So you might not be familiar with diving bells. So just imagine a big mat bell in the middle, with a long steel tube attached to its top on one end, and coiled around in cylindrical drum with the pump on the other. So it's some sort of a mechanism. Yeah, it's a 15 feet diameter, 10 feet tall, like chamber, sort of wooden metallic chamber sort of thing in the middle. Okay, now you understand there's this forklift that can lift anything up from below, so from the hold, including this thing, barrels, resources, all that kind of stuff. What do you guys do? Where do you go?
Have we seen controls for the forklift, or is it magical?
No, there are controls next to it.
Okay.
I mean, you can rotate,
Excellent.
wrench or whatever.
I think Rax is probably paying minimal attention and just being like, yeah, well, that looks like a room. Yeah, it's a cabinet. Right.
Yeah.
He's just basically his only purpose in going is to see, are there stowaways? Is there any danger that we need to be aware of,
Okay.
and to keep an eye on the group.
These doors to the north. All three of them are closed. All three other doors to the south closed, and this one is an exception. It's closed as well, but this is a massive metal door.
Excellent. Co would want to just kind of open, like the quick open look into the doors, see what it is, and if once we find the kitchen, just to see where the how it's stocked or not stocked.
Show me which one you started, please.
I
Just move your
think,
token next to the door.
Yeah.
And try. Okay,
I think
so
you would walk on through like that.
Okay, so you open that door. So the cabin's. So you open the door and you see a small cabin. Its surface is covered with frost. There's cold air coming out as you open the door. This is a cold room that contains perishable foodstuff like chunks of meat, whole fish, various root vegetables, and tropical fruits. It's
The jackpot.
yeah, it's obvious. There's no mechanism or cold tubes or whatever. It's just cold on its own, right?
Wow.
Magical.
It's all
Yeah,
magic.
yeah.
Where do you go from there?
Probably around. Is that a door here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, I'd open that. We'd take the lap. So
You open this door, and you are in the galley. The alcove holds a large metal oven. This is the kitchen area. A large metal oven, pots and pans lie scattered on the floor, along with the remains of ingredients that were being prepared when the giants attacked. So there's something important here. So in the mess hall, you see just one or two plates that have this half-finished meal on them, which was something that they cooked, so it needed cooking. And now you find, let's say omelettes, okay? So you have some omelettes left over, and you see here that there is some omelette remains in the pans, which are on the floor. Okay, and I would say even if you touch the oven, it's still a bit warm. I wouldn't say it's hot, but it's still a bit warm. Okay, and yeah, that's what you find here.
we'll definitely quickly change the settings to make sure we don't burn down the ship.
There's a
And
room
then-
behind you also. There's a door
Yeah, I was
here.
gonna say, and just keep on working around the circuit.
So this is the larder. The room doors has been smashed. It's been smashed, and the ingredients inside have been ransacked, consumed. There's a large sack of seaweed ripped apart. However, they did not disturb the barrels, which are full of something. Let me know if you want to look into them. And there is coal for cooking.
Ooh, okay. At this point, I think Co would start clicking. We are safe for a while.
Yeah,
And-
don't they have any apples in this place?
Maybe check the cold storage. Did you look into that? Or are you just letting me look at these?
Go look and see if there's any apples. Are there any apples?
There are apples and there are tropical
right.
foods like mangoes and
Pineapple.
pineapples and banana
Nice.
and even grapes and all that.
Yeah, stuff a couple into. It's so funny because I think he's used to having to hoard stuff and take it with him versus like I can just come back and get one more apple if I want. But he doesn't think like that. So like take like 3 apples, stuff 2 of them down in his vest, and then shut the storage and then have one to snack on.
Take one or toss one for me for Mara, okay?
Right.
So the room you're looking at now, what Co is looking at right now is the normal storage. So the cold storage you check. But on the other side of the little alley, there's the normal storage. The door to the storage cabin hangs open on a single hinge. So you open it and it almost falls out. Sacks that used to contain flour and rice are torn apart, their contents spilled and ruined inside this cabin or room. The splintered remains of water barrels cover the floor, and probably the hungry giants gobbled all of the dried fish and meat stored there.
Yeah. I think that if I yelled through the ship that Mara would hear it on top of the deck?
Yeah,
You guys still have the sending cuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I think at this point,
yeah, I mean, there's a huge gaping,
okay,
hole.
he would go ahead and send one message and say we're stocked on food. It'll take some time to clean up, but we have a lot of food. And then she can reply. And then we keep on circling around the base, or not the basement, but this level.
So, where are you going?
Down to the back where that cot room that I don't know is a cot room yet.
This is a cabin. The door and aft wall section of the cabin is broken down. Okay, so you can partially see it already. Within our all the furniture is in disarray. The remains of a simple but comfortable bed, a wooden travel chest, a commode, and the writing table lie trashed on the cabin floor.
Excellent. All right, gentlemen, up or down?
I don't know. I think down's always a good idea. We've been up. Let's go down.
All right.
Myra, we're going down.
I mean, you have these two that you haven't checked here. Yeah.
Oh.
On this level.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can go down. So, actually,
does one of those rooms look like just like a you said it looks like a bedroom, right? Like a cabin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it obviously not a captain's cabin?
Yeah,
Is it just a everyday cab? Yeah. Go ahead and take my backpack, and toss it on the. Is there a cot or a hammock?
There's a bed there which is broken, but the mattress sort of this hay-filled something that we should call a mattress is still intact. So it lies in a strange position as the middle of the bed is broken.
Cracked.
Yeah, but then you can move the splinter around and
sure.
the wooden parts around the broken parts, and then just lie on the floor on the mattress.
I think he would go to throw his backpack down and then stop himself and put it back on and go, no, I'll sleep on the deck.
Okay, guys, where do you go? So downstairs you've seen basically everything except for the storage. If you go down, you see the storage. You check the barrels. There's water in the barrels, and fresh water. Where do you go from there? But this one is closed, the same way as it's closed above, on the above level.
I think Ko wouldn't worry about that. He's more concerned about the food station and how much work it'll take to get everything back to normal, or to tip top, and just kind of make the quick pass and then come back up unless Lars or Rax want to look more detailed. I don't like leaving Mayra for too long since she's
this door is closed. This door is also closed.
Okay.
And then you have 2 more rooms on the main deck.
Okay.
Are we not checking these rooms because they're not open? Because I've got keys.
No, you got keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to use
Got
the
the
keys.
Yeah.
You go for it. I was just concerned about, the quick, but yeah.
No, it'll be quick. Now watch this. Super quick. Quick as it comes. Maybe. Hold on. The first one. Whichever the first one we're right in front of. Go ahead and crack that. Crack that save. 789. Let's see here.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's the way I took it.
Oh, the metal door.
Yeah. From a skill perspective, does that count as sleight of hand?
Oh, wait, hold on. You want to open the door.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand for what?
Oh, picking locks if we need to pick locks.
That's a dexterity ability check.
Yeah.
So this is no, one sec. This is a
I don't know why I said sleight of hand.
obviously watertight security door, matte steel. Okay,
Okay.
you have a lock on it. It's locked. So you try it and it's locked.
I'm gonna use my key.
Very heavy. You can use your key. Roll a dexterity. Please roll a dexterity ability check.
23.
3.
That's
Because
professional level.
That's very professional. So, okay, you go on your knees and actually no, you just do it like casually. You stand next to it and you hold one against.
Looking back at Co while I'm doing it.
Yeah, and you're looking back at Co and talking about this and that, and we're doing it very casually. And you hold
Telling
against
stories.
you hold against the tongue of the lock, and then you put in with your other hand. You put in the whatever it's called, and you fiddle around with it, and then you hear a click, and then you can turn both of them. It's heavy steel stuff, but still you can turn your implements inside, and after the click there's a bigger click, and you can hear the these metallic bars shifting, moving back into the door, and then you open the door. It's heavy. It's like really heavy. You need to put your body.
Come on, let's go,
against it.
muscles. Get in there.
Need some help with that.
That would be great, actually. Yes.
Alright. So as you open it, you look inside and you see an armory inside. And you see 2 persons standing inside. They are very, very badly beaten. And,
Shut the door very, very slowly. No.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
They are wearing the same red robes. I'm showing you the image of these 2 guys right now. Yeah, I can hear from your side that. Yeah. So you see the image of these 2 guys here? So these 2 guys wearing the same robes, gold embroidered, bearing the marks of Clan Physmos, wearing the metallic armbands, that represent, their slave status. They look beaten, bloodied, bruised, all that, and they are against the back wall, and they look very, very scared, and
Famished.
yeah, and they raise their arms, but they look relieved, sort of, that it's not the giants,
Right.
And,
Roll them a couple of apples.
Or they're bound though, right?
They immediately jump on it.
Not
Okay?
bound at all.
They are not bound at all. They have found refuge in the in the armory, this secure room.
I feel like we should go tell Mayra and leave these nice gentlemen and come back to this.
Can you?
They jump on the apples and start.
Yeah.
You
You go.
it, like they leave nothing of it, and they don't speak. They just they start eating.
You go. I'll keep my eye on them. Quickly.
Get
Where
me
we
up. I roar up, Mayra,
Oh, okay.
calm down, quickly.
They start begging in their fatigued voices and say, "Oh, please, thank you for saving us. I am Yaimo, and this is if I could read it. Torip. This is Toriplinus, my friend. We are crew of the Flame Drake, servants of Lord Beremo, Fismos. Thank you for saving us. They look really exhausted and fatigued and bruised.
Nobody's been saved yet. We just found you and gave you apples. We're gonna wait for Mayra. Yeah, no, we're gonna wait for Mayra. She's gonna help guide the moral compass of the situation, so we know what to do properly with you spell slaves.
No
Whatever
magic,
you call them.
no magic, please, or the swords come out.
No. We're happy to be saved.
Excellent. We
One of them actually like sits down because he only stood up to when the door opened, and he sits down and he looks really fatigued.
And don't try anything funny. Also, because we've got this fella. Pat the giant head of Lars. Oh, look at that! It's a dragon, isn't it?
They don't look shocked at seeing a dragon. Of course they measure all of you up, but they're not like, oh my god, it's a dragon, we're all dead. It's just they look at the dragon and they look at Cole and they look at you and they ask, who is Mara? Is he your leader?
Who's Mayra? She's the justice of the deep. She's the one who digs the trench in the Azure trench. She'll tell you. It's a whole name.
Oh, okay. We understand. Now we understand.
She is quick to see through any deception and is mighty fierce with her justice.
Okay.
Calls down the lightning from the sky and the waves from the sea.
Remember that one time? Oh my goodness.
They nod,
That
and
was
they
the
wait
best.
for Mara.
She's the best.
That one time she did that thing, didn't me? With the and the amazing.
I'm hesitant to interrupt. Mayra has actually been on the deck communing, and realizing, hearing Lars's roar, quickly pulls herself out of the divine conversation with her goddess, and starts making her way, following the voices down to the bowels of the ship, to see what's going on. And I guess walks in the middle of.
Okay, so you see this. There's not, unlike on the image. There's no glass roofing. It's just an armory compartment, which is basically empty. But they hid there from the giants. They look very, very exhausted and beaten, probably by the giants, and also for being there for a couple of days. Actually, my mistake. The oven should be not hot still, so it's been a couple of days. They just finish up the apple as you arrive, but they eat up like the core, every piece of it, and one of them just needs to sit down because they are very, very exhausted, and they look up at you and they remain silent. I mean, they don't know where to put you. They're just looking for you to.
Lars just brings
Trying
some
to find out.
water and barrel drink.
Oh, they start drinking heavily, like drink. And they drink a lot. Thank you so much. Scale the master. Thank you so much. And as they drink and eat an apple, they stand up and listen. Wait for Mara's
Judgment.
whatever they can expect. if there's no word spoken, they just go, oh, thank you for saving us. We wish to return to Santos.
You are slaves.
Oh, there she is. This is the one.
They,
Step aside and let Mayra in.
yeah, they bow. We are the spell slaves of Clan Fismos. from Centaurus. Where are you from?
That's not important right now. Your lord is dead. What does that mean for you?
They look at each other and then, well, we will mourn his passing.
Will you truly mourn?
Yeah. Well, what they say is, yeah, that's what they say. We will mourn.
What does it mean now that your lord is dead for you?
It's a loss of hope for power promised, one of them says. We were taught by Lord Beramuf. We are pupils of Lord Beramufismos. He was how did he die?
Mara was just like, Mara was the one who struck the final blow, didn't she?
Yeah, I think disemboweling him.
Yeah. We killed him to stop his evil.
Okay, they don't even flinch, they say. We understand. Well, we will have to return to our clan and our masters. Clan Fismos will decide our future.
Well, what if you could decide your future now? You have the opportunity for freedom. Will you seize it?
We don't have anywhere to go but our clan's estate. We have our... That's where we were brought up. That's where we belong. We don't have anywhere else to go. We don't know anyone besides that place. The inhabitants and our half-red dragon masters.
Is that where you wish to be?
Well, there is another place. They look at each other. One of them says, "Shh."
Speak up, speak up. We're not opposed.
One of them says, I would be happy if, like, you've been speaking to one of them, and then the other now just comes along with this idea that I would be, it's okay for me if you don't bring me to Santros, but there is a certain place in the Silent Pearls. Are you familiar with the Kalhe Sea and its layout?
Of course.
We've memorized the entire map.
Well, there is a map in the captain's cabin, so I can show you. There is a place. If you drop me off at one of the islands, if you have any plans of going that way, that's good for me as well. Well, you don't come back to the clan? Well, of course, if they go that way, I go back to the clan, but the masters are also a fine destination. The other just realizes what he talks about and says, yes, me too. It's either the Silent Pearls or Wyvern's Reach on Santros, or wherever Santros. We are thankful, and they like bow, and they've been taught to know their places, so they bow deep and say, whatever fits you, good masters.
So, at the Silent Pearls, you're looking to rejoin with the Aboleths there.
Oh, they stay, straight-faced, but roll your insight checks.
We know about them, you see.
Well, you can roll with advantage. Like, this is quite straightforward. Let me...
Ko was hoping we might save him. Ah, well.
Let's see those rolls. It's a DC
It's a
16.
15 for me. Nope.
23 for...
A 9.
Yeah. All right. Well, except for Feromalars, all you guys see is, like you see on the image, very straight-faced guys, two young men. One of them is a half-elf. They are like, what? Abolats. It's only Lars who sees the surprise in their eyes.
Yeah, I say, don't be surprised that we know about them.
Yeah,
They
we
start.
do know about them, and we've got their juice.
They start looking, a bit angry, and they go, "Whatever. Yes, the Abelat Masters. We've been taught, and we've been infused with their blood. We belong to them now. If we go back to the clan without our master, we don't have a future. The future we have been promised, the powers that we have been training to use from our childhood, from a very young age. We would be, this is our decision. If you ever take us there, we would be thankful and help you along the way. We are powerful masters of magic ourselves, And one of them straightens up a bit and coughs.
How do you feel about sea elves? Like the fella on the deck. We might run into them.
The who?
The sea elves, like the fella on the deck. We might run into a few of them.
We don't know about this a sea elf up on the deck.
Right.
Lars stomps on the floor and says, "We will
We'll have no part in your treachery. We will never take you there.
They step back a bit. It's not treachery. It's a way of magic.
Some ways of magic are treacherous to others.
I don't know how to break it to you two, but you seem like nice fellas, except for the fact that you're all for these aboleths, and we're not. I'm greatly opposed to the idea of minds being taken over and blood transfusions and whatnot. And we don't like all that. And we've killed those we've come across who support it. So
They look at each
I
other.
don't know where that leaves us. But it might leave you in here with just some apple cores and some water till we figure out what to do with you.
Okay, they fall silent and they say, "We beg you to take us back to Suntours at least."
Do we need to shut the door and talk for a moment?
For me,
I'm gonna go get them some food. While they're talking, Rax is gonna go down to the kitchen, just gather up some supplies.
And Ko's definitely looking at Mayra, especially when he says it.
Well, they are very thankful, so they go, thank you. Yeah, and as you hand them the food and the others back up from the room, they go to you please don't leave us. Don't
touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Just take us to Suntours, please.
If they get close, he probably pushes them back with Celeste. No, Aboleth, freaky, dinky. Back up.
Our clan would be thankful to you.
I don't give 2 coins about your clan. Back up.
They back up. You close the door.
No mind tricks.
They look
Like
at
last time.
don't give them ideas, Lars.
They give you a cold. They give you a cold, evil look as the door shuts back, very heavy, and then you lock it, and they're inside.
Right. Well, I think we have done the best moral thing we can do. They've got food. They've got drink. They're not going to starve or starve. What do you call it when you don't have enough water? It's not starving, is it?
Dehydration.
Right. Well, they're not going to get dehydration or starvation. So we have essentially put all the dilemma on hold, which is nice.
And I'm assuming we locked the door.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I am returning to communing.
Well,
Okay.
don't you want to stay with us and keep looking for more of these things?
No. And
Well, and if
I
you
head back upstairs.
No, I don't.
All right. So,
if Co hearing that, do you need one of us to pilot the ship then, and the other two to explore then?
Is the ship going anywhere right now?
it's,
we just
you
kinda
know,
put
it's
it on
just
board?
floating, you know, not really.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the sails are, you pulled back the sails, I assumed, and you just, you know, you didn't set a
Right. I
direction.
mean, we're in wide open. Yeah.
And,
So
and sorry, what's our direction with the ship?
we're heading kind of towards the
This way.
Oh,
Silent
the
Pearls.
Silent Pearls. Okay.
Yeah.
We're heading up.
Right.
Yeah, up with no speed.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
But she did, because she's the one who's kind of controlling the ship, I guess. She did pull it back to make sure that we're not like careening headlong into disaster or anything, because she is involved in communing and having.
Communing with nature, or what kind of communing?
She's communing with her goddess. She's having a conversation as her goddess infuses her with new insights and powers. So she's taking a moment to pull those in, because she's been praying and meditating on the sea elf situation.
What spell?
What's that?
You cast the spell, or
No, Tommy
or
Lee.
just
No, I'm not actually casting.
All right.
She's,
Okay.
Oh yeah, right. No,
she's
no.
religious. She's praying. You know, it doesn't have to always be a spell. So there's a few other areas on the ship. Which way do we go?
I think Co is only concerned, since Rack's tucked up, will make the master's quarters look good for you of finding the master's quarters.
Just move
So
your
then-
token, please.
Yeah, I think we would come up and then, or I would come up and go left or right, and if no one responds, you'd go left.
Which is
Here.
okay. So
Rex comes as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, following along behind dutifully.
you open the door, and this, you know, the crampled spaces from below. You know, you understand, it's small spaces in a ship, but this one is a spacious cabin that is a comfortable sitting room. Which was a comfortable sitting room before the giants ransacked it. The central wall from the main deck has been broken down. Central wall, whatever. Okay, so there's a
no
hole
door.
there. Yeah, there's no door. So, folders, sheets of paper, and books cover the floor. The furniture of the room, a table, 8 chairs, 2 sofas, and 4 bookshelves has been scattered and are mostly broken. There's a large rug, which is sodden and covered with giant footprints.
All right.
So there's papers and you know, wreckage everywhere.
Nice place to relax and study, and to probably find maps later.
Oh,
Excellent.
mess.
Yeah. I'm
Swear.
glad we have some
Giants.
servants.
Yeah. Giants
Yeah.
make such a mess.
Mhm. I think we have a few times too.
Wow. But then we leave, don't we? So we don't have to, you know, observe what that mess is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this, I mean, I don't do this. I don't drag my feet all over the place. Do I? Am I tracking things? Like check his boots, make sure they're not filthy before walking in.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so as you look down and like you turn around and kind of, as far as I understand, you just move out
Yes.
from this place. As you look down, one of you looks down. You can see a glittering gold something under wood and more paper. Lots of paper everywhere. So I must put an emphasis on that. Yeah, something gold lies down
Ooh, what's that?
So you
Why
reach
don't you?
for it, and then you move 2 chairs and a piece of wood and a lot of paper and the ledger and all that, and you pick up basically an arrow made out of gold, but it's really small, and it doesn't really look like a functional arrow, more like a pointer as you read, for to assist reading. Like it's this small, just a golden pointer, but it's worth 150 gold pieces.
Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting. Well, I
That's-
guess we should keep on exploring Rax, unless you see some other shiny pretties.
Well,
No
it's a
more shiny
mess.
pretty.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
lucky you found this, but there might be other stuff, but it's all a mess. Paper and wreckage everywhere.
Lars does check a couple sheets of paper, like what's written on what kind of notes.
It's in Draconic. Well.
Just a couple.
These
pages.
are books, folders, and notes. So a lot of it. A couple of pages. It's more of arcane nature,
Excellent.
and some notes written on the paper. So there are these books and notes and all that, and some extra notes written on them, like study notes, sort of. Lots of. It's all about. It looks very, arcana related, magic related stuff. So what do you guys do?
I think I would start moving on to the next, and even if no one follows,
To the top.
to the top.
Okay, so there's a shattered door which you just pull and it just collapses, and the furniture in the cabin is simple but masterfully crafted from iron with dragon head motifs and ornate patterns. The pieces are a large bed with crimson silk bedding, a cabinet with clothes for a small creature, a velvet throne, a small table set with a simple jug of berry water, 2 cups made from ivory, and a nightstand with another ivory cup. The 2 rugs in the room are of exquisite quality, a large circular one with a red dragon design, and a smaller one with patterns of flames. 2 circular windows, the eyes of the flame drake allow light into the room. A 15-foot ladder leads to a trapdoor in the ceiling, at the ceiling.
This should probably be Mara's, where she can rest and get back to the helm quick. Yeah.
I don't know how much of an art knower you are, but if you just roll me an intelligence check. Or anybody who's in the room. Okay, that's quite high.
No. That was a
No,
marksman.
don't lick it. That's not food.
All right. It looks tasty. I mean, like the colors, they had to taste good, right?
Look, if
No
when
lead in that paint, right?
you see that these the rug itself, the red dragon rug, with obviously some sort of a resemblance, and maybe even the sigil of Clan Physmos on it, is very, very heavily. It's handmade, and it takes probably years to create, and must worth a lot. You would say at least 800 gold pieces. So this is exquisite. This is something. Maybe it's even lined with golden threads and all that. So this is a very, very expensive rug under your feet. The rest of the stuff is also valuable. I'm just telling you that you look down at the rug, and
Looks comfortable to sleep.
now please place your tokens in the room, whoever's in there.
I'll tell you what, it's the most expensive bed you'll ever lay on. This is quite nice.
I don't know. Do you think Gix was more expensive than this one?
Oh, I think Gix would have taken this and sold it first chance he had.
So you are all standing there and watching the rugs.
I don't. I think Ko would have literally poked in the head, and he's more evaluating what needs repaired and what resources we have. So I think he'd be right in the doorway, but clear if someone wanted to fully go in.
And there's no map laid out or anything like that because the guy said a map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this obviously the captain's quarters?
Yes.
Okay.
I just would like you to place your tokens wherever you are.
Excellent. I think Ko at this point would be feeling that he's got his list done and start heading back to Mayra.
Wait. Before you do that, just place your... So you are here. Let me place you here. Okay, so you are looking at the rug, right? You're like...
Okay.
There. Did you join them, Tommy?
Sure.
Sure. You're in the room. Place.
If a giant can make it through, you can.
I guess.
If there's a huge gaping hole in the wall, then yeah, of course.
No. There is no gaping hole, but you can fit through a door which is a bit scattered. I mean, ruined, as I said. When Ko opens it, it just falls out. So what happens is that as you stand there, Tommy, can you help me with those tokens? I can't pull up for some reason.
Sure.
Just one, please, very quickly. From behind the throne, you look up and 6 wands just fly out, 3 on each side, and they line up in front of you. I will show you how, and Tommy drops.
Yeah, good one here.
The sword slowly comes out.
Well, it should come out quite quickly, because these come out here. They are... I will check them. So Tommy, can you check?
Tiny,
Tiny, yeah. So let me just copy paste a couple of these here. So 3 on the left look like little lightning bolts, and 3 on the right look like sort of like dark wands of some sort. And these 3 on the left, they tilt and they fire lightning bolts at you guys, like one at each.
Oh no!
The other, they fly to you. I will have to check this for the details. Either touch you or fire a bolt of some sort of energy. One sec. Blue ray to streak out from its tip.
Much better than DVDs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's roll initiatives and let's let me find that. Let me find the stat blocks very quickly.
Ooh, why wasted 20 on initiative? 25 total.
So, Tommy, can you please help me? I will add them. I will also make the roll for them. They roll for +2. Which is 14.
14? I need an icon for them. Yeah, 14. Max? Joe, did you roll for X?
I did. I had a 12.
So these ones are obviously some sort of protection of the late Lord Baron of Fismus. Can you tell me, please? Thank you. Remove your highlight. I've added them to the HP tracker. And who's first?
Cole.
Cole 25. Yep.
Excellent.
25. Get it.
Yeah. Would trying announcing a word to see if it deflates them cost an action?
A what?
Oh, it's to see if there's a command word that puts them in like stop motion.
Who knows?
Okay. He would try to just yell out what we yelled out for the fortress, which was the draconic for... I don't remember now, so maybe he doesn't yell it out. Never mind. We're going to attack. Alrighty. 20 to hit the first one. And he would probably advance, seeing that, advance to there.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Excellent. Oh. Alrighty, 9 and 4. 13 for the first hit.
Hold on, I need to pull up their stats. Of course, Tommy can always help me.
Yeah, it goes down.
It goes down. Excellent. Just
How much
right.
was it? It was 13?
13.
Flying wand. I was too slow.
Excellent.
13.
Then with
You just break it. Which one?
probably the furthest left and just go down like you're reading.
Uh-huh. Okay,
And go
boom! This one goes down.
26 for the next hit.
You hit it in the middle, right?
Yeah, just right in half.
Yeah, right in half.
Ooh,
Okay, this one breaks in half, some electricity, like jolts of lightning, and it goes down before it can fire.
All right, and we got 14, 15, 19. So that next one goes down.
Yeah.
Excellent. That was with the backhand. Third attack, we got 21.
You hit it.
Beautiful. Like hearing it. That is 11 plus 4, 15.
It breaks, and
is that a
down.
table in the way, or can I just advance?
that's a table, but you can jump on it.
Okay,
you can go
jump
around.
on.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I like the jump on, and we're just
Roll me an
Whack-a-mole.
athletics. What's your base skill with that athletics? Right.
I've got a +4 to athletics. It's gonna be strength. 14 for the
Easy
athletics.
peasy. You jump on the table, and
With a nice hit.
you stay, or you do action surge, or
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge because I don't like
okay.
this.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get this done. 18.
18 is a hit. You almost miss it, but then you hit it. They are quite quick, and
8 and 4. Ow. 12.
that goes down as well.
Excellent. All right, so that's 4. Ooh, that's 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh,
You hit under it because it flies up a bit. It's like it has this quick reaction.
and this would be the last one. 21 to hit.
It's a hit.
Beautiful. And 14 for the damage.
And this one breaks in half as well.
Target practice.
Yeah. Like Luke Skywalker. Okay. So, Mara.
Yes.
You hear some shouting?
You hear some shouting, yeah.
And definitely
Mara, come quick!
So Mayra is not on the board. Oh, there I am. You have me up at the thing still.
Here.
So I can come down through here, correct? That's the quickest way for me to get to them. Okay. So Mayra is going to come down here and immediately, Lars, get your tail out of my face. And I guess find herself here. And you need me to roll for initiative, stepping into the midst of this?
Oh no! You're at 21, initiative order 21. You just just slide down and you see this wand flying in front of Ko. It has this blue energy building up at its tip, and you see 5 other wands just broken, lying on the floor already.
Okay. In that case, she doesn't really have any movement left because she was actually over the body of the elf, so just had 30 feet to get her where she is here. So let's go ahead and pull out the trident and as the bonus action, go ahead and activate it so that she can throw it and recoil and get off two attacks. So we'll roll them both together.
It's a very small target you're trying to hit here. Let's see how it does.
Okay. So the first attack is now with a... Ooh, I didn't add that. That should be a +10. The first attack is with a +10, but I'm just going to add that manually. So roll the first attack. That is an AC 26.
You hit it in the middle.
And the second is a AC 25.
Let's see the first one first.
Okay. That's going to be a D6 plus 4. So that's going to be 7 points of piercing damage and 7 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so it breaks and burns. It's destroyed.
Okay.
So I'm gonna delete it. So these ones just lie scattered and broken on the ground. You see the beautiful carpet, which of course your kin is not used to using. Still, it looks really an work of art with gold and all that. Yeah, what do you guys do?
Is there no more? There's no more danger. Are we out of combat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Rax would have been like trying to figure out where to aim as each one is getting destroyed. As he's moving around, and just go and stay down. Put Celeste up.
Ko would definitely. I'm sorry, Mayra. We didn't know how much danger was or wasn't. We sorry to interrupt you in your communing.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah,
Again.
it won't happen again.
No promises.
Most likely not going to occur again.
Yeah.
Do you all mind if I use the rug for bedding?
Go for it.
That's fine. If he was in a seaside cave, he'd be sleeping on a pile of gold anyway.
A dragon needs his hoard.
No pile of gold here.
So the jug and the 3 cups are Scream Show and are worth a couple of 10 gold pieces if anybody's interested. There's nothing of more value or of interest in this room. It's quite empty actually. So yeah.
Cool.
I'll follow you.
Well, my main goal was to kind of see what needed repaired, what the condition of the ship was in. I think we've got that. We've got a to-do list. We know we got some food. There's definitely the armory needs to look through once we figure out what the spell slaves. Was there anything on your all's to-do list before we kind of talk with Mayro of what's next?
Indeed. I thought I would take a bit of cloth, some rope, make myself a hammock on the top floor of the deck, and
I like
stretch
it.
on out and enjoy the trip.
I like it a lot.
Be right back.
Well, as Rax does that, Lars, was there anything else you wanted to see or look at before we kind of see what's next?
Let's find that mare.
The map. I think that's a great idea. You think that study area is probably where we should go?
Yeah, let's check the papers.
Okay.
All
So
right.
back
So
cross around
you
there.
go back and see these books, folders, ledgers, and notes scattered around. You start collecting them and
Yeah,
just
organizing them, cleaning
place.
up.
Yeah. All the mess you put on one side, all the papers on the other, and you find the map of the Kalhei Sea here. I will show you in a moment. You also can read the documents and books and all that. Look at the titles of the books, which are things like 10 ways of meditative telepathy and the mysticism of psychic energies and various aspects. I mean, notes and books on various aspects of sorcery, like naturally
Magic.
metamagic and natural sorcerous powers and all that, all arcane stuff. There are some corrections and some notes on the sides made by someone, probably Lord Beramophismos, and I show you the map, which I'm glad to do. Okay. So the map finally in its glory.
Yeah.
And now you can read all the details. This is what's on the map.
Yes.
I show you a
Plus-
few.
Sorry, plus the Ebolat location.
Let's put that on the map as well. You're right. I need to find it in my assets. One sec. It's gonna take a while. But please feel free to browse around while I do my work here.
I think Co would be taking his time and looking at
Oh,
books
I found it
later.
very, very quickly. I need to check the original map where it is, so 1 second. I placed it on the map.
Syndicate of the Mind Masters.
Oh, you have a page.
That doesn't sound ominous.
Kalhei map, here we go. It's
Where we should never go because we're martial.
I show you what it is, where it is. It's here.
Okay.
Larger. Yeah.
Right where we're going. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so is everybody around?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
this is the map of the Kalhei Sea. Where are you guys now? You guys are. I will place you because now we can do so. I will place your little ship. Where's my ship token? Let's use this one. Oops.
Such a pretty map.
Okay, you're here. You see?
Sounds good. Is this framed or is it like a leather parchment?
It's beautifully, as you can see, beautifully painted leather parchment. Let's say, yeah,
Okay.
with bright colors, little details painted on it.
I think Co, especially because I know lots of things going on and we don't know where we're going yet. I'd roll it up. I want Mara to at least get a look at it before we re-secure it. That way we can decide where we're going and have it close. Lars, was there anything else you were wanting to see in here? We've got a map.
I will need to study and memorize it.
Oh, then he would unroll. Do you want to look at it now? I was going to go show Mayra, but I forget. You're a scout.
Mayra can join us when she finishes.
Oh, okay.
That's not to disturb her now.
Oh, it's okay. I'll go get her. Oh, right. Right, never mind. Now we'll leave her. Good point. Good point.
I think Ko would do a quick look, just to like, okay, islands over here, islands over there.
I show you a few things, okay, of importance for you. So you can look into the map and look all the details. Ask me whatever, what's on the image, what's there, whatever. But this is the Seat of Scales here, which is obviously iconized as a city. This is the Silent Pearls, okay? And in the Silent Pearls, you can see the Syndicate of the Mine Masters marked as a location. This is the city of Arvenshi in the rift called the Abysmal Rift. And this is where you guys are at, so you can see Rockhorn Isles and you can see the shape of Kiraku Island here. You see? This semicircle.
Very cool.
There's actually another icon here, Gabi, if you have it.
Oh yeah, I have all the
On
icons.
Kiraku.
I have all
And
the
we're
icons.
going this way up to the north of the Silent Pearls, right?
Or whatever.
So
That was last discussed, but Mayra may have
Last.
plans.
Let them decide. I'm looking at the.
Well, it definitely looks like a map.
I think after
That's it.
looking at the map a little bit and looking around, Ko would probably pick a couple books that he'd look at later, but then just kind of be on the open deck after that, not being great on memorization.
Cole,
Yes, sir.
do you enjoy reading?
I do. I'm not studious though.
Well, have I got a book for you?
Oh, do tell.
Take my backpack off, pull out a signed copy of my book,
Oh,
and hand it to him. Here you go,
Thanks,
my
man.
friend. Signed just for you.
excellent. Yeah, how much is it fictionalized?
What's that?
How much is it fictionalized?
I'm not sure I fully understand the meaning of that word.
Is it true?
Of course it's true. It's
Okay.
all in a book, isn't it?
Excellent. I guess I haven't read it yet. I don't know what's in the book.
Well, it's a first-hand account of a great and terrible day. It's how I
Oh,
built my legend, saved an entire town. All recorded in there by this bard. Oh, he's super famous and all that.
okay.
Look,
A bard.
I
That's
even
awesome.
signed it for you.
I appreciate it greatly. I will look
Yeah.
forward to reading it.
It's a full account of my daring do.
Mm. So several adventures or just one?
Well, look, it's one big adventure, isn't it? It's how it started. It killed a dragon by myself, I should
Oh.
add. Yeah. I still got the emotional scars from it.
Oh, do you need a hug?
Yeah. No, don't touch me.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I do hope you enjoy that book. I
will.
saved the city. I did. And that
Oh,
bard
wow.
wrote everything down exactly as it happened.
Oh, I'm glad that you authentized the bard because I know them to exaggerate.
Yeah, well, I was there as well, so I know it's also factual, but I didn't write it because that would be, that wouldn't be right.
Yeah. Now you know this will mean I'll have several questions for you about your journey, right?
You can ask any questions you want. I'm an
I
open
love
book.
it. Oh, excellent. He quickly opens it and see if there's like a codex of all of his jokes in the back somehow, hoping for that. Because Ko loves the wittiness, but he doesn't have it. It's like, oh, it's not there.
What are you looking for?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, what are you looking for?
Well, Rax, I love your clever sayings, and I'm not that clever. And I want to try to do that, but it's just not going to go right. I mean, the first
What
one
have I got?
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The first one I was trying to come up with is let's make like a tree and head out, but that doesn't
Right.
make any
Well,
sense.
No, it's make like a banana and leave. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Pull out my backpack again. Have I got a book for you? Reach in the book. It's a collection of Aglarion's nastiest jokes. Don't tell these to your mother.
Yeah.
Take that back to your people.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Enjoy.
This is great. You've definitely chosen some of the better. I like it already. Thank you.
There's a little chapter in the back on how to make a set of weighted dice that you can use to win.
Oh, well, see, I just use the telekinesis to get the number I need.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I don't want to know about that.
Okay.
Keep that to yourself. But now that you did say something, I'll make sure we hit up a tavern next time we have a chance. Roll a few bones, eh?
Yeah.
If we can't sell this rug.
Well, I think Lars is claiming it now, aren't you, Lars?
Belongs to the dragon.
Make comfortable sleeping.
Well, you haven't gotten anything for a while. You need things.
And Lars moves the rug to the main deck, you know.
Just drags it up there.
and lies down.
Let's discuss the future.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna put the dogs outside while y'all discuss the future.
Excellent.
And what do we do with those two souls?
For me, I think I would compromise quicker than both of you and Mayra. So I would let both of you all decide, but it seems like they're ready to negotiate for their lives, and they could be useful. But both you and Mayra seem to have more sense of truth and honesty, and I would lean into that heavier than my trust in negotiation. What are your opinions, Lars?
Lars kind of shrugs and says,
Who am I to pronounce judgment on their heads?
Well, you're one of us, and we need to make sure we keep trusted people around, and if we think they're going to be problematic, that needs dealt with fully. I mean, we don't want to get halfway through this journey and they mind control us into slavery.
That would be their final mistake.
Maybe, hopefully. But yeah, we have no arcane power, and they do. That could be very useful.
Anyways, I will not aid them in their plans.
And I think that's some of it too. Is how can we not aid them but aid them? It becomes very complicated. But I don't know how much of an opinion I do or don't have. I like utility more than anything else. So we should wait for Mayra, but we shouldn't interrupt her, but let her know that we're waiting for her.
Maybe we stand at the periphery of her vision and wave the map about.
I like the standing. Let's drop the wavering. The waving.
Let's all go stand awkwardly nearby.
So yeah, they come up, and you're kneeling next to the body of the deep sea elf, and you see them from the corner of your eye as you say the prayers. what do you do?
Mayra, having finished her discussion with the divine and feeling suffused with new power, but recognizing that even though she has this new power and ability, like so many things, the goddess has requested sacrifice, because even as the goddess sees need and seeks to provide for that need, we are continually challenged and tested and made sure to provide our own. So Mayra is rooting around in her bag of holding because we have 3,450 gold pieces worth of gems. And she is looking to see whether, oh, who did we lose? We lost John. She is looking to see whether or not in those gems there is a diamond worth at least 500 gold pieces, which is the spell component for Raise Dead.
Okay, so you're asking me if there's a diamond of 5,000 gold pieces?
500.
500.
Yeah.
Well, where's this from? These are all gemstones, right? You said.
Yes, these are from Gix's treasure chest.
Yeah, there could be one. Yeah, there could be one.
I just want to make sure, because she doesn't normally carry around a diamond.
Let me
Yeah.
be a cruel DM, and there's one that's worth probably a bit more.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I was going to say, no, the cruel DM would be, you have one worth 490.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I want you to progress with your plans, proceed, but this is a 620.
Okay. I'll make sure I deduct that from the total gem worth.
It's a biggie, but it's uncut, you know?
Oh.
Right. And Mayra takes the diamond, and she takes her holy symbol, which the back of the holy symbol is a mirrored surface, which also acts as a signal mirror when she needs one. But she uses that to refract the light of the sun through the diamond as she takes it and then places it over the sea elf, and says, "This wave has ceased its dancing by depths and winds and surge. May your grace of the sea that always changes but never ends, let him rise and crest again." And she casts Raise Dead.
Right, as you finish your words, the diamond starts to sparkle. These small sparkles spread out all over the body, and as it sparkles even more and more and more, and it kind of breaks up into these tiny motes of light that fly around the body and surround the Deep Sea Elf Knight's body, and they infuse into its body. I'm saying body too much. And you can, and then nothing happens, but at one point you can see sweat rolling down his face, and you can see his body moving with breath very slowly. His abdomen, slowly starts to move, and he starts to breathe, and he very slowly opens his eyes as he kind of sighs, and as he regains life in front of you, which is of course a miraculous sight. He opens
We'll all
his
be
eyes.
a kobold kazoo player.
Go quickly, let's see if that's in there.
He opens his eyes very, very slowly, as if awakening from a very deep slumber, and he locks in, his eyes lock onto yours, and says, "Who are you? Where am I?" He looks around. He's kind of confused. He recognizes his surrounding. He looks at all of you, and he sits up and then stands. He looks at his body. You know, of course, his gaping wounds all healed up, and this is 1 hit points, right?
Right, it returns him with the 1 hit point. Yes.
So there are some large wounds on his body, but he's alive. So he reaches for the wound. He feels pain. His face twitches. Twitch. Somebody help me out here.
Both work. Both
twitches with pain, and he slowly, painfully stands, still looking into your eyes, and says, "You are a Triton. You have revived me from my death." He kneels in front of you and starts praying. And he says the words you know so well, you know, and he prays for a minute, thanking you and thanking the Eternal Mother, and actually, of course, the sea aspect. I'm looking at his stats. What's that?
While
Kinda
he's
elb-
He speaks in. Do you speak Aquan?
I do.
He speaks
do.
in Aquan. He speaks in Aquan to you, okay? And then he stands and looks around and greets you. He says, "Thank you, and thank you for thanks for your God. Thanks for reviving me. Thank you for reviving me, and you can consider me as an ally of yours from now on and forever. I'm in your eternal debt." And he bows.
While he was kneeling and praying, and Mayra was down there with him, I want to lay hands on him and heal him for. I still have 65 hit points that I can infuse him with.
Well, we are getting very metric, but as soon as you heal 25, he's all okay, right?
Oh, okay.
So he's fully healed from your touch, and he's like totally in shock and says, "Thank you so much, powerful entity."
April's gone.
It was gone. Oh, at this
No,
moment?
she's back.
She's back.
Well, I need to put her back on stream. Hello. So he's really both shocked and amazed, and he still can't, he still can't believe. He can't believe what's happening to him, but he's also looking at you like a source of miraculous power. Like he kind of struck speechless, and he's like mumbling and says that thank you so much. Your powers are overwhelming. Who are you? Who are you all?
We still need to come up with that.
I am Mayra Deepscar of the Azure Abyss.
Oh, blessed be your name.
Oh, wait. Let me do the full thing. Follower of Kylie. She is found in every 9th wave, the one that crests highest and most powerfully.
Oh, blessed are her waves and currents. He bows.
Right.
I am Ko from the clan of Turtles. We still need to come up with a name.
Greetings.
My name's Rex, and just pointing over at Lars.
I'm from Lars, but my allies can call me Lars.
He looks at you and bows and says that. Yep.
They just come back from the dead. Is that what happened?
Yeah. Mayra just showed off in a major way. That was awesome, Mayra. That was a miracle.
Good to know.
Tommy, we don't have a name for the guy, right?
I don't
George.
No, don't do that. Don't do
My
that.
name is Phil. Phil the Sea Elf.
Um, he
Good
says,
to.
he says, my name is Irish. I am one of the knights of Arvenshi. I am from the lineage of the deep sea elves of the city of Arvenshi. And of all creatures on the sea, below the sea, we are ones with the most need for allies, such as yourself, and looks at Mara and then looks at all of you. What?
We know about your plight.
Oh, we do. I need to make haste to get back to my master and to my fellow knights. And I think they would be more than happy to meet with you. I am wondering what your plans were on the sea and where you're heading.
Well, we had read your message regarding the Silent Pearls and that you were rejoining. I assume this is where you were heading, the northern tip of the upper necklace.
He reaches into his clothing and armor, and I am missing the shard. Where's the shard? Did you find a shard of crystal? A crystal shard?
We have the I believe this is the fragment of Arvenshi's sigil. And whoever I don't actually remember who picked it up, but whoever has it, Mayra would point to them, or if she was the one who took it, she'd pull it out and hand it back to him.
Oh yeah, this is it. I was sent by my master to retrieve this. We have word that the sea giants had something with the sign, had an item, the curious item, with the sign of Arvenshi on it. This here, and he shows the okay, let me show you. Let me go back here. I will reload the scene, of course. Let's also let me see. Where's the flute?
And
We know it.
yeah, as Mayra hands over the shard, and she'd finished telling him that, we kind of the decision to redirect ourselves to the pearls. We had thought to bring you back to your people. I suspected you were a knight of Arvenshi. Prior to that, we were on our way to Xanthros because we had received a letter of invitation from Lord Rinavarum of Clan Shatterwind regarding some disturbance with the Sea Devils and attacks. He had requested our help.
Our kin is not involved with the dealings and politics of the Hearth Dragons. The Scaled Masters leave us alone and we leave them alone. We are more concerned about the threat Morgar, and he says the name with such a as if it was burning his tongue, like such a hatred. Our sole existence is consumed by the fear for our people under the oppression of Morgar. I am not aware of this clan, and I am not aware of these sea devils you're talking about.
Leaning up to Mayra from right off to her side and whispering to her, going, "Ask him how we got on the boat."
He switches to common, actually.
Inquire about how we go on the boat.
Perhaps we can set now that we have seeing the map that's been waved off to the side, seeing as we can now set a course. We can set this course for the destination that I'm assuming you still want to head to. And while we're doing that, perhaps we could all do with a bit of rest, food, and we can share our stories. You and she looks over at Rax, how you came to find yourself on this boat. And we can tell the rest of our journey and our motivations going forward.
So he says, I was my master, Torrents Valentar, has got word from his sources that the sea giants possessed a curious relic that has some sort of connection to Arvenshi, our people's famed hero and leader. This sigil here, and he shows the sigil, is this part. He says, "This is part of Arvenshi's sigil. I can recognize it. My master and his sources were right. The writing here says, the gullet, and this is obviously a part of something larger. I have no idea or information about what this is for and if it's even magical or not. I have to return this to my master and see if he can make sense of it all. If you know anything about this, just let me know, and I would be happy to share with my master. I trust you," he says. "I trust you for the deeds you have done for me, and I know that we need allies, and this is probably a work of fate that we met. And I think it's the best would be for you to meet with our knighthood master. I tell you exactly his title.
First trident.
Oh yeah, first. If you meet with the first trident, it would be for the best."
Norse adds, just off the side,
We've already had a run-in with Morgar.
He looks at you and his eyes just widen and says, "Where? How? And how did you survive?"
Point
Barely.
off the side, off the back of the boat, and like it was about that way, somewhere out that way.
He looks at that way like, when did this happen? Was it recent or he might be around? And he looks around and he picks up his lance and just acts very sharp.
I do like Mayra's idea about we all just have a seat and talk about it, get some food, share some tales. Mogren's not around.
It was quite some time ago.
Yeah, no, he's like a whole island ago, out that way.
On another
So-
ship.
Yeah, on a different ship.
Why did he show up? And how come you are? How did you survive this encounter with him?
Pull out the shell with the writing on it because of this.
Then you pull out the shell relic. Okay.
Yeah, because of this.
Tommy, can you help me pull this up? Oh wait, maybe I can do it quicker.
we've not actually. Have you read the Shell Relic before?
Yes.
We have.
Yes, you have. I put it next to it.
Yeah, as much as we could, yeah, because it had the Aquan and the Elven ruins.
Component
Runes.
languages works the same way.
Yeah.
This was it. So you pull this out, and his eyes widen again, and he says, "This is really a work of fate. That's you see, is the same sigil of Arvenshi, only half of it." He says, "This is more. This is what is this item?" And he sees it glittering and being all magical and that.
Yeah, well, it's a shell, isn't it?
My ascension. What's the words again? Oh, I have so much to do. I have so few help here. Okay, one sec.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah, sure. The orb of my ascension is under. What is this? He says. This all makes sense. Makes no sense.
That's what we thought.
We must show this to Baranta, the first trident to the Knights of Orange. We must go to Starhaven.
And the Sheldon Mayra. I think you can hold on to this.
Right.
I was just going to put change in it, but I think it's more important than that.
Do you have a map?
Sorry, do we know the story of the shell? Like how it came to Sorlian's
Yes.
possession?
He told
So
us the beginning.
It was stolen from your people.
Oh. Do you know more? Tell me more. Tell me everything you know.
What we know?
Yeah, we fill him in on what we know.
Right. Let's see. The Avonshee relic, clamshell with Aquan and Elven runes. Sorlian believes Lord Cornelius will purchase it. Let's see. That was the first time I took notes. And
Bows and dishes, right?
I love that one. She has notes.
yeah, I know. I don't know that we know that the. Let me see. I do think you're right. Yeah, because when Sorlian was murdered, I think he had an assistant, Billiam Fastfoot, and Billiam, I think, did tell us the story.
No. Billiam Fast Food is at his store at the Sea of Scales.
In Downthrow.
Sorian Finanza is an antiquities merchant, right? He's after these antique items and sells them here and there between the mainland, let's say Galarian, while it was. Yep, and then Andrael and don't look at me. And also Santoros, and he brings these items to Santoros, and he has a shop in the city of Sea of Scales where there's Billy and Bigfoot, fast food,
right?
Whatever his name is, and he says that he has purchased this item from somebody who stole it from a certain tomb. I think it's mentioned.
Yeah,
right?
a tomb robber. It's mentioned,
and he wanted to get rid of it very, very quickly, and he then disappeared into the city of Brine Coast, where you left, where you started your journey from, and as soon as you mention the tomb.
Sorry, because important, he mentions that he was fleeing the wrath of an unknown half-dragon.
Yes. And as soon as you mention all of this in the tomb, the eyes of the deep sea elves' eyes again widen, and he says, "Tomb? This must be the tomb of Ardenshir. This is a sacred relic that we must return. Quick! Do you have a map? We need to go to Starhaven immediately."
Yeah.
So you pull up the map, and boom. And I need to find the icon, which is not easy because there's so many of them. I will try to do my best. I don't even know which folder it's in. Oh, it's here. Okay. Oh my god, Starhaven. It should be easy to find. Tommy, again, if you could please. You don't see them? Oh, that's great. Okay, so he can you at least look up the location where I will need to place it?
Sure.
are so smooth.
Location. Yeah,
So it's to the north, and
I got it.
he's urging all of you to.
It's here.
It's not easy. I can't find it. But I will find it for next time. There's a lot of those
Ira.
ones.
Mayra.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not a sailor, but I've been on a few boats. Ships, if you will. What can I do other than take a load off and put my boots up? To be useful. Maybe I can cook a meal for everyone. Straighten up the mess hall.
Yes.
I don't know, pick things up. What can I do to be useful?
Well, I think you are. We are very fortunate to have a fully staffed crew here. However, it is always good, I think,
Where is it, Tom?
to open ourselves to learning new things. So while we are traveling, I am happy to educate, train, and perhaps impart navigation skills to you on the workings of a ship.
I would be very interested in that. Also, as you know, I'm a bit of a... Well, I don't do a lot of time... I mean, I spend time in the wilds, but usually just to go kill a thing and then get back to the city. You're sort of connected to this goddess of nature and all that. I'll be interested in hearing about your belief system and whatnot. While we're doing a bit of, spinning the wheel, that stuff.
That can be arranged.
No. That was cool what you did, bringing that fella back to life. I think that's neat.
Well, it's only by Kylie's grace. It's such
Can you
a-
teach me how to do that?
To the point.
It's an
Well,
honest question.
I think we will see how Mara teaches Rex how to do that in the next session. Tommy, can you please remove your selection from the icon of Star Haven? You embark on a journey to Star Haven, which we will continue with, while the Deep Sea Elf Knight of Arvenshi will tell you about all the horrors that these Deep Sea Elves experience in the city of Arvenshi, and
the history of Arvanshi.
the history of Arvenshi even, and maybe even more. I would like to ask you about some takeaways or insights from today's session. Briefly.
I appreciated that there was more opportunities just to talk as characters. I think a lot of times you go from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing in campaigns, and it's nice just to have time where you're in one spot and to be able to catch up and discuss. And because I think that the stuff that happens is fantastic, but it's those kind of quiet moments between characters that from at least for me as a player, that's where the growth of things happens. That's where, characters figure out more of who they are and that kind of more depth. And then I love that that we just happened to have the right size gym, but it was more expensive than the gym that we needed. So I was like, oh
You
man.
can do exactly this. Oh yeah, you have
Lars taking the rug. You're like, oh, we're not going to sell that. It was just very, very cool. Also, I thought the spell slaves on the ship is a really wild dilemma, because it's kind of like, oh yeah, no, we won't go back to our the ones who have purchased us, but we'll go back to our Aboleth masters. It's like, that's right. This is bad. They're just bad. Yeah, it's a fun dilemma. I like it.
Well, when Mayra gets an opportunity to turn her attention to that, she has no problems being judge, jury, and executioner.
Okay, well, next session we have more talking and solving moral dilemmas, I think, because there's a lot to do. Actually, you're taking them where they wish to be. So
Well, let's see if they survive the journey.
They have done nothing wrong. Yeah.
No, not
Yeah.
to us. Not to us, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
John, anything to
I
add?
love the play out of the different moral frameworks. Like that is the bane and the joy, I think, of a good D&D session, because like I think I would want to compromise, but I know Mayra won't, and like that. Okay, we're power structures and all the things, like so good, and like just knowing, oh, this is the way we work now. This is the way we work. I love it.
And
Yeah.
taking them back into slave owners' hands is also morally a little bit iffy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also, but you also see that they have. But we will discuss this next time. That they have different approach to being slaves than you consider them being. That this is what they grew up in, and this is their whole world. You know. So yeah. Well, I thank you for being here today for this session and having so much fun. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to John and April and Joe. April and Joe plays Crown the Oathbreaker and has their channel Twice the Dice, which you should check out. The link is in the description below. Please check out elderbrain.com if you're interested in Torrents of the Spellhoarder and Crown of the Oathbreaker. Catch us on Discord anytime. Catch our fans and community on Discord anytime who are really responsive and helpful. Please share your stories, please share your sessions, and please also like and subscribe to keep track of our future sessions. Leave a comment if you like. It will make us happy. Thank you so much and see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Woohoo.